Right, time for three-dimensional shapes. Calculating volume. So I have got some notes. All three-dimensional objects to calculate the volume, you define the area and you multiply that by the height. Okay, so there's some formulas, volume for a box, but in some of these problems you're asked to do a little bit more than that. So let's take a look at this problem. You're given one figure and then a smaller figure. These are both three-dimensional or 3D. So what you need to do is find the ratio of the side lengths that you know. So on this one, we're only given this 2-foot side length, and we know that the corresponding side length here is 4 feet. Okay, so let's set up that ratio. So wait for my screenshot to load. All right. So we can put the big one on the top or the small one. It doesn't matter as long as the big one's numbers stay on the top and the little ones stay on the bottom, or the little ones stay on the top and the big ones stay on the bottom. So let's do big ones on top. So our ratio is 4/2. Again, I got that from the side lengths, and I'm using this side length for the big one because that's the one I know for the little one. Okay. Once I know the ratio, what I do to the ratio is I cube it, or I put both of these numbers, the numerator and the denominator, to the power of 3. Now, what that exponent tells us is to multiply the base, 4, by itself 3 times. So this means 4 times 4 times 4, which you can put in your calculator that way, or you can put in your calculator using exponents, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, 4 to the power of 3. Come on. You can do it, computer. Load. We get 64. We have to cube the denominator now. So this is going to be 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. Now we've cubed our ratio. We need to set up a proportional equation. Here's a ratio for the side lengths cubed. We need to know the volume of, I think, the little one. Yep, figure B. Find the volume of figure B. We know the volume of figure A. It's 120. I put the larger one on the top, so I'm going to do it again. Put the larger one's volume on the top, and I need to find the little one's volume. Okay, now I have my proportional equation. I'm going to cross multiply and then solve. So I go V times 64. I can't simplify that. V is not a number. So a simplified version is V times 64, or 64 times V. I cross multiply 8 times 120. I use my calculator. Again, 960. Now I solve for V. Okay, I gotta get that V by itself. Oh no, it's attached to 64 via multiplication. Undo the multiplication by dividing by 64, that number that is attached to the variable. Okay, when I do that, the 64 and the 64 divided by 4 is 1 times V, which is BV, so we're just going to write V. Okay, I have gotten the variable by itself. Now I'm going to do this. 960 divided by 64. 960 divided by 64 gives me 15. 15. Yay, I found the volume. I'm going to go to my SLS, and I'm going to type in 15 feet cubed. I'm going to put a little 3 here. Bam! Done. Okay, Now, we know the volume of this cylinder, the little one, and we have some corresponding sides. So let's set a proportional equation. A ratio, cubit, set a proportional equation. No, don't save. So my corresponding sides, I'm going to put my bigger one on top and my smaller one on the bottom again. 5/2. And then I cube that. So I go to my calculator and I type in 5 cubed. And if I do that, which I'm not going to do, I get 125. 2 cubed, put in a calculator or don't, because you know it's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Now I have my info that I need to set up my proportional equation. I put the big one on the top, and I'm going to do that again. The big one, I don't know the volume of the big one. I need to solve for it. I need to find the volume of figure A, which is the larger cylinder, aka the big one. So I'm put a V there. You can choose any variable or letter you like. I'm going to put V for volume. I know my volume of my smaller cylinder, it's 88. Put that on the bottom. Now I'm going to cross multiply. 88 times 125. We are not doing that in our heads today. I got 11,000. Equals V times 8. 8 times V. Same thing, potato, potato. Divide by the number attached to the variable, which is 8. On both sides, what I did to one side, do to the other. We cross that out. V equals 11,000 divided by 8. 11,000 divided by 8 equals 1,375. Okay, go to my cells, type in my answer. 1,375 feet cubed. Same thing that we're going to do for this one. Set up a proportional equation. I'm going to do this really, really fast because I have another meeting to go to. I'm going to put the little one on top. Cubit 1/9. 1 over 27. Trying to do things fast and make mistakes. 1 over 27 equals 6 over V. Cross multiply. 1 times V equals 6 times 27. What's 6 times 27? 120 plus 42. 162. Make sure I'm right. 27 times 6 is 162. Yay! Divide by 1 if you want to. 162 divided by 1 would be 162. Any number divided by 1 is that number. 162 feet cubed. All right, this is an easy one. So it says find the volume of the rectangular prism. Great. All I have to do is multiply the length times the width times the height. So I'm going to go 4 times 7 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Times 4 would be 84. 84 meters cubed. All right, got another proportional equation. I've already showed you 2 of those. Find your ratio of the 2 numbers that correspond that you know. Cube it. Set up a proportional equation. I will post notes in our Google Classroom, as I habitually do, under the lesson that matches the Acellus lesson. All right, good luck.